until the
That's
end,
a good point. How are they not playing at all? I mean, they go from starters to not playing. You can't tell me that this team can't be that matchup based. That just tells me that that Brad thinks they all suck and that they just need to desperately hinge on matchup situations only to have a prayer. I mean, if this was a Grant game, yeah, Grant was fine.
I'm
He
worried about
wasn't,
Brad, guys.
He wasn't
I
like
am.
a massive
Just 'cause
minus
Perk
or
said
anything
so?
like that.
Oh yeah, we gotta have a Perk. We gotta have a segment about a Perk helping Bobby see the light, I guess.
Yeah,
so to speak. That's
was
the
a-
tease. That's the tease right there.
A one-man intervention.
Yeah. More on that coming up. Stay
A
tuned.
one-man intervention from Perk to Bobby, and those of you guys missed it. Perk freaking hung with us on Locker
Classic
Room
night, man.
for
Oh,
two
man.
for
We
2
hashed
hours.
out a lot of
man.
things.
Kicked
That's one
his
of the,
feet up, hung out.
Wiggling
One of
his
the best Friday
toes.
nights I had in a while, guys. One of the best Friday nights for sure.
I'm Perk. That's such a Perk thing to do, though. 'cause,
Dr.
like,
Pepper in one hand, Snicker in the other.
Yeah,
Reese
Yeah.
Pieces.
he's the best, man. He's the best.
Yeah.
He's the best.
Yeah.
anyways, go on.
Hold on,
What did he tell you?
Real quick. No Perk today, but I just want to let people know we're still doing it after the game. Honestly, guys, if this is one you don't join us on, I don't know which one you're going to come on here at this point, because if you're not rip roaring mad and want to have your voice heard today, that means you've lost the will to fight. Okay, because
fire.
and we're close
You're
to
giving
that.
up.
Jimmy and I were close today.
are.
We're like, that's it, done.
Like,
thought
I
he
don't want to
gave
do
up.
the show.
I thought he gave
I
up
don't
before
wanna
the
do
show
this.
started. He's just
I don't
like,
want to do the show. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk to
I don't
you
wanna
guys.
watch.
None of it.
Yeah.
But we're doing it. We're gonna jump on there, and at this point, guys, you should be. I'm almost thinking of heading over there now because I don't want to. I don't want to talk about them anymore. I want to hear you guys talk about them. So
You know
join
what?
us.
How about-
Download
go
it
ahead.
on the iOS store and come in after the game. Go ahead, Josue.
No, I was just gonna say, if you want, we can do the Bobby story, and then you guys can go head over to the locker room, and then me, Bobby, Jimmy, and I, we can wrap things up here. It's up to you.
Yeah,
Ooh, That's a good reminder for me.
No, we'll do that, but definitely join us afterwards because this is one of those therapy, kind of.
We
shows.
need to come together and get this shit out of our system.
Yeah, we
And
need
with
to have
that
an
being
uncomfortable
said-
conversation, guys.
Yes.
Right. And with that being said, Bobby, go ahead, lead us in. What's your thoughts on Brad Stevens now?
Yes, Bobby,
What's
what
your
happened to
development? Talk about your development.
I mean, it's the accountability thing that he talked about. It's the lineups and game plans that are starting to fail in certain spots, not being able to make the most of the talent on hand. These things that we thought we were going to be able to count on him doing that he's done in the past haven't been there this year. And then it goes back to the ability to manage some of these stars and just the way they're reacting to him, because I do think he's a fantastic coach, and I'll always defend his ability to coach this team and X's and O's and all that stuff. But at some point, if the team's tuning them out to this degree, I don't know what else you do. I don't think it's a great response. I don't know if they'll be able to find someone better, but we're just seeing how this team keeps reverting back to this spot. And this is ultimately who they are, it feels like, this year, not the best version of themselves that we'd seen at other points this year. And so even on a healthy night like tonight, they've had excuses. They've had all the stuff that they've gone through. You still see it. And so I'm not there yet 100%, but I'm starting to think about it. Like, if this is how the season ends, if they're in a playing game like this and it ends like this, I don't know how you can't do it. So it's all going to depend on how the year ends. Again, we know this team looks at the regular season as just like, this doesn't matter. We got to get healthy. We got to, get to the finish line, all that stuff.
Do that.
I know.
They're not good enough to do that.
It's not going to work for them.
That's the frustrating part about this team. They are not a team that has the capability of flipping a switch and winning 10, 12, 14 games in a row. They're not that good. And my problem right now isn't that they're losing games. It's the fact that they're showing a level of non-compete more times than they should. I don't care if you lose to Charlotte. Compete. Brad, for some reason, has not been able to get them to understand that you have to play hard every game. There are too many games where they're in this cool, easy breezy mindset where we're just going to roll out here and we'll figure this out at some point. And if we don't figure it out, that's okay, because we got the future. We've got more games down the road. Well, the future is now, and it's not pretty. They have to do something, whether it's Brad cracking the whip and actually just really putting guys on Front Street and just saying, Tatum, we need Tatum to be more of this. We need Marcus to do this. We need Jalen to do that. At some point, something has to change, because whatever the hell he's trying to do to reach those guys now, it is not working at all.
I thought another
They
moment.
still hate you.
Tristan
out.
Thompson. Tristan Thompson lobbying on just a ticky-tack foul throughout the flow of the game, getting Brad to challenge that. Like buying into
bad.
that. And I know I was listening to Brad's pre-games probably 3 or 4 games ago with Grandy there, and they were talking about how often do you buy into the players telling you to challenge every call? And he's like, yeah, we press these guys. You know, you can't get mad and expect me to challenge everything and this and that. We've only got one. And then he just folded to it. Like he said this one thing on the radio and then did this other thing on the sideline. There are various things with Brad like that where he just hasn't been able to stand firm on the sideline. And again, I'm looking at the quotes out of this one. Admitted he got out coached. So at some point, you can only change so many things about this team. This is stuff I think John and a couple of the others here have been tougher on Brad than me throughout the course of the season have said. Ultimately, going into this off season and this stuff continues, what can you change? Like there's nothing easier than the coach.
So here's what I would have done. Okay, like look, I don't mind playing
this revelation Bobby's going through.
But I don't mind playing the personnel games when you've got guys who can do different things well, playing to people's strengths. What Brad is doing is just closing his eyes and throwing darts. Okay, and that's what's off. Is I don't know. Let's see if this guy's got it tonight. Let's see if this guy. And this is why earlier in the year I was saying, commit to. I know I wanted to see Neesmith because I thought if you got him comfortable later in the year, someone like that might bear fruit over some of the other guys you have out there. But commit to the guys who you want to see make contributions for you and have them play and have them develop and give them roles. I don't understand starting guys and then playing them 0 minutes, giving Neesmith the run of 7 games where he's playing 15, 20 minutes and is coming in at the 6-7 minute mark of the first quarter, then going 7 games without playing a minute. I don't understand that. I don't think that's helping development.
He doesn't seem to have a philosophy.
It's not helping continuity. There's no philosophy. You have to determine, this is what I got. You're in the kitchen. These are the ingredients. Make a freaking meal. Don't just start throwing stuff in the pot and just hope it tastes good. Like, this is what you've got. You don't have anything different. And I know COVID and injuries and stuff, but you got to friggin' make a choice. And it just hasn't happened. And that's what's frustrating is you have no idea what you're going to get when these guys come in the game at any given time.
I think he's trying to empower guys like that, though, like Grant Williams and trying to show, like, you know what, I want you guys over there. I think this is the mix that's going to work. And meanwhile, guys like Romeo and Shemi are going to say, well, next time we get our names called, we're going to bring it because we literally got sat after starting, like you said, right? And I think that's just sort of his philosophy right now in trying to help the identity of this team, I guess. This is it, right? I mean, let's face it. This is what they do. You said it. The numbers say it. The numbers indicate it. They fall from behind and they try to fight their way back and do it off of pride. But obviously, a team like the Charlotte Hornets with plenty of weapons that have guys that are scoring in double digits, it proved to be too much. I just thought that someone like Romeo Langford defensively, I didn't want him to start, but I don't understand the logic in not getting him out there, especially when the Hornets already drained 10 3-pointers by the third quarter or before the start of the second half. Like, let's just see what happens there. Let's just try him out, let him develop, but
those things that are so emblematic of Stevens' teams are gone. Ball control, that was a staple in years past. Defensive consistency, transition defense, pushing the break in your own front. I pushed this so hard on Friday. Ball movement, assists, that kind of stuff. We only see glimpses of it, and all of a sudden these staples of the teams in the past are gone.